everybody? Welcome. Alright, so today I got a vinyl haul for you guys. I got a lot to share with you, so let's just jump right into it. Starting out with the only two cassettes I picked up this month. It is the Motown classic Martha and the Vandellas Greatest Hits. Got it for 50 cents. Amazing condition. Definitely something to be playing when you're cruising down the street. And then I also got Hooker, Hopkins, and Reeves, Best of the Blues. Each artist being featured on this cassette have several songs on there. You got Crawling King Snake, you got Shaggy Dog, Shake It Baby, Little Rain, Close Together. I'm actually not very familiar with Reeves. Hopkins and Hooker I listen to a lot, but yeah, great way to get exposed to some new music by new or I guess not new artists, but yeah, I definitely am a fan now, I guess. But they both sound great, and for 50 cents a piece, couldn't pass it up. I also got a lot of CDs this month, starting off here with the classic. I thought I had this, I guess I only own it digitally. It's Nirvana's Unplugged in New York. I think it's a original pressing of it when it came out in the 90s, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to find more information on it, but whatever. For $1, I had to have it. So I'm getting really close to having pretty much every Nirvana CD that's been put out, with the exception of some bootlegs, of course, but all the released, like official released albums at least. I found some two great jazz albums. First one here I've seen show up a lot. People have been talking about it in the community. It's Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain, arranged and conducted by Gil Evans. This is the 75th anniversary pressing or reissue of this CD. Comes with a bunch of liner notes, some extra songs. Definitely something different than I've heard from any of the jazz musicians that I have or any of the records that I own. It does have that Spanish influence to it. But yeah, I can see why people are getting really excited about this album or why they've been talking about it so much. Maybe one day I'll find myself a copy on vinyl, but for now, I'll have it on CD. And then I found this beautiful Impulse John Coltrane Quartet CD. It opens up like this. You got booklet, the CD itself, in really awesome condition. 8 songs of just beautiful jazz by John Coltrane. Another $1 right there. And then these last two here, a bit random, but I think are classics in their own right. Joy Division, Substance, 1977 to 1980. Show you what that inside looks like. This is one of the first Joy Division albums that I ever had. I had this at one point, but like always, I don't know where most of my shit went. A lot of classics on here. It's like, you know, greatest hits type of thing. So can't go wrong with that for $1. And then finally, another $1 is Digable Planets Blowout Comb. I remember Vinyl Me Please posting this on their store that they were, you know, they had reissued it or whatever. Completely broke, but I do have it now on CD at least. Just amazing hip hop. So that does it for the CDs. I'm running through this because there's a lot, and I don't want you guys to be here all day. I know you guys have shit to do. So let's move on to the records here. Starting off with the record of the month from Vinyl Me Please. This beautiful album by Moses Sumney. I always say his name wrong, so I thought double check. This is Aromanticism. This is the print that came with it. As always, is amazing art. You got a booklet with lyrics and a bunch of pictures. If you want to see more detail, check out the unboxing video. And then this beautiful embossed print that I am in love with. I really love the texture of it, the fact that it was embossed. Now, I have been listening to this album for a week now, and I was hoping to have more to share with you guys about the album. I guess this is more of like a first impression still, because there's so much about it that I feel like I need to kind of dissect. There are layers to it, which is interesting because it's very minimal in its approach. There's almost no song structure to it, traditional song structure to it. It's kind of free-flowing. It kind of just takes you down this journey. It doesn't have this verse, chorus, verse type of structure, which I thought was very interesting, and it kind of, I don't know, it first just crashed with me, and then I kind of started digging into it more and listening to it, and it kind of started growing on me more and more. He's an amazing lyricist and vocalist. He can sing and get really high up there. So he's got an interesting range. The layout, like I said, was minimal. There's him and a guitar or a piano, and that's it sometimes. More instruments join in, some like, you know, synthy sounds that kind of build up and set this certain mood. Very cinematic in its approach. That's kind of what I felt it was. It was cinematic. It almost sounds like a soundtrack, but it wasn't just like that. I don't know. It's really weird to describe. And I can see why people are thinking that it's like one of the best albums of the year. Because it is just so, I don't want to say it's out there, but it really challenges what traditional music is supposed to sound like. And he does a beautiful job of arranging it, and it just sounds great. So I will continue to listen to it and just enjoy it, this masterpiece of an album. So good job, Vinyl Me Please, for putting something out there that not only challenges me personally, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are just having to listen to it more, and that got me excited about it. So there's that. This next record here is something that I remember listening to in high school. It is the Visionaries, Sophomore Jinx. It is a double LP. Just clean as hell for $1 at the thrift store. I was digging through the crates, super disappointed with the selection because it looked like someone had just gone through it all and there was nothing left. And then I lift this box, I look underneath it, and this is the first album that I find. I'm not sure if they were hiding it for later. Maybe they just ran out of money and they took whatever they could, or they just passed up on it because they didn't know who the Visionaries were. But it's now in my house and I love it. It again takes me back to high school. So good old hip hop there, straight up just lyricism, funky, soulful, samples and cuts on the album as well. Moving along here with the next record, this is something my girlfriend got for me. She loves soundtracks, and I started collecting more of them because of her. And so she got me this one here. It is E.T. soundtrack. I mean, what else can I say about it besides it's in really awesome condition, probably the best condition that I've seen it in. And I have passed up on it before because it was really beat up. I got it for, I think she got it for like $2, $1.99. But yeah, I mean, it's got this really interesting embossed serial number on there, the MCA label. But can't go wrong with the soundtrack from E.T. Such a classic movie. This next one here is probably one of my favorites from the stack. Well, there's two that I have in here that I really just loved. I've seen this show up in the community a lot as being her best album. Talking about Carole King, Tapestry, some good old folk music. She's got an amazing voice. I feel the Earth Move is by far one of my favorite songs from her. Great way to start the album. You have Home Again, It's Too Late. I've heard it in the radio before. Where's the other one? Will You Love Me Tomorrow is another great one. And Smackwater Jack, and of course Natural Woman, which she does at the very end there. Just love that she has a cat in the cover. I mean, all of her albums have this really earthy, well, I mean, the actual like layout, the aesthetic is very earthy and just, I don't know, really cool. And I found another one of her albums which I'll be listening to pretty soon. I'll share with you later. So I'm hoping that it has as much magic as this one does. It was in super great condition. I've seen it before, held off again from buying it because it was just destroyed. This actually looks pretty decent, so I took it. And then in that same bin, for another $1, I found this, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, it's Leo Kottke? I don't know. But this album cover and picture just really sold me on the music. Took a chance on it, blind pickup, and it's amazing. It's got this bluesy folk sound to it. Really great voice, very interesting music. A couple that I would want to recommend. Sweet Louise was a great one. Tell Me Mama is another awesome song. The single on the B-side, Circle Around the Sun. If Mama Knew is also really great too. And then Living in the Country and Tell Me This Ain't the Blues, just phenomenal. I think I actually like the B-side better than the A-side. But the whole album is just pretty great from beginning to end, so it's definitely worth putting on and just vibing out to. This next one here, first AC/DC in my collection, Who Made Who, found it for $1. Love this picture montage in the back. It was in pretty awesome condition. And it comes with this Atlantic paper sleeve here that's actually intact and not super dusty, so this record was stored correctly. At first glance it looks great, but then I noticed that there was this huge chunk of it missing right here in the corner, or on the edge should I say. There are no corners on this record. It affected the first couple of seconds, or I guess it's just like the, I don't know, the dead wax? I don't know, what do you call that space between the edge and the first song? That is pretty much missing from there. So I had to drop the needle a little bit past that, but besides that, it sounds great. Can't complain for $1. Definitely will be looking for an upgrade copy of this album though. Hopefully I can find one. But you got Hell's Bells on here, Chasing the Ace, Sink the Pink, and then For Those Who Are About to Rock, We Salute You. Nice little anthem song there. Alright, so another classic that I think everyone should have in their collection. This is the first album that I heard from them. It is The Clash, Combat Rock. Just an amazing condition. It has like no wear on it. The record is super clean. It comes with the original sleeve. Very beautifully laid out there. The song You Know You're Right, Car Jamming, Should I Stay or Should I Go, which I have on 45. Straight to Hell, Death is a Star. I mean, just classic after classic, just hit after hit. So, couldn't turn it down for $1. And then finally, the last record here of the collection, of the, I guess the haul should I say, is this amazing pressing of It's a Small World Disney record. The Disney collection that I have is getting really, really cool. And I'm finding a lot of these in almost perfect condition. This one actually, the record's in this part here. It's a gatefold with the book, so you can read along as it's being sung. If you don't know the words, it'll help you out. With pictures of the ride. We go to Disney all the time. I'm actually going to be going today because I have a pass or whatever. To see pictures of it back then and to see it now is really cool. To see how much of it is still the same and how much of it has changed. But yeah, low key, kind of one of my favorite rides to go into, especially when it's really hot. The air conditioning in there is ridiculous. Like, it's like a freezer in there. So you come out kind of cold when you're done, but it cools you off in the summer. So not a bad way to spend a couple minutes of your day. But there it is. I appreciate you guys making it to the end as always. I look forward to your comments and anything you guys have to offer down below. You can also reach out to any of my social media platforms. They're all linked in the description below. Take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you guys on the next one.